right, so imagine this, okay? You're in a busy hospital. A patient needs a rare blood type, like right now, stat. Not just any blood, it's got to be a perfect match. And to make things even more intense, it's rush hour in a city like Boston.
Crazy, right?
Oh, absolutely. Talk about pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And that kind of high-stakes scenario is what we're diving into today, the world of local medical courier services.
Fascinating area.
It really is. We've got this article here, and it's all about the impact these local couriers are having, especially in these big biotech hubs. And get this, it starts with a story about a Boston hospital that needed that rare blood I was talking about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a local courier managed to get it there in 45 minutes. 45 minutes! Through rush hour traffic. Can you believe that?
That's incredible. How do they even...
I know, right? The article says their secret weapon is local knowledge.
Makes sense. Knowing the back streets, the shortcuts, probably even knowing which traffic lights are going to be red.
Exactly. That local expertise is like gold. Especially in a city like Boston, right? With all those crazy roads and one-way streets, minutes saved can make all the difference.
Literally, life or death sometimes. But the article goes beyond just speed. You know, it talks about temperature-controlled vehicles, special packaging.
Oh, right, because we're not just talking about any old package here.
Exactly. It's not like ordering takeout. We're talking about transporting blood samples, biopsies, maybe even experimental drugs. Super sensitive stuff.
Right. Even a little temperature change or a bumpy ride could mess everything up.
Totally. And that's where those specialized protocols come in. You know, the couriers are trained to handle different types of specimens, maintain those precise temperatures.
It's like a whole other level of expertise, right? They're not just delivery drivers.
They're more like guardians of these vital materials.
Exactly. They get that they're not just transporting a box, they're transporting something that could literally impact someone's life or a whole research project.
It's a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
And, you know, the article talks about how these local services are a huge help to hospitals, labs, even vet clinics.
Oh, for sure. Like, think about a hospital lab, right? They're processing tons of samples every day.
So many.
And with a local courier they can rely on, they don't have to stress about arranging transportation, dealing with delays. It just makes everything run smoother.
Frees them up to focus on patient care, which is the whole point, right?
Absolutely. And it's the same for those research labs and biotech companies. You know, they need results fast to keep their projects moving forward.
Time is money in research, for sure.
And any delay can set them back weeks, maybe even months. So these local couriers are key players in that whole ecosystem.
It's amazing how this one service can have such a ripple effect.
Totally. It's about supporting the whole healthcare system, making sure those critical materials get where they need to go quickly and safely.
And speaking of where they need to go, this article really focuses on those biotech hubs, like Boston. What makes those places so unique, you think?
Well, in Boston, you've got like a ton of hospitals, research labs, universities, biotech companies.
All crammed into one area.
Exactly. So there's this constant need to move things around quickly, efficiently.
And carefully.
Oh, for sure. And that's where those local couriers really shine, you know? They know the city inside and out, they can handle the traffic, and they're trained to deal with all those sensitive materials.
Sounds like they're in high demand.
Absolutely. And, you know, the article talks about all these advancements on the horizon, like AI-powered route optimization.
Oh, yeah, I read about that. And new cooling technologies, even drones.
I know, it's crazy. Like, imagine a drone zipping across the city to deliver, I don't know, some life-saving medication.
It's like something out of a movie.
It is, but even with all that fancy tech coming up, I think what really matters is the people, you know? Those couriers, their reliability, their commitment.
The human element, for sure.
Yeah, technology can help, but it's the people who make it all work.
I totally agree. And, you know, the article makes a point of highlighting the human side of things. Like, these couriers, they're not just robots following a program.
No way. They're out there building relationships, understanding their clients' needs.
Going the extra mile, literally.
Exactly. And that's something you can't replace with a drone.
So true. It's about people helping people. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So let's get down to brass tacks. What are some of the real-world examples of how these local services are making a difference, especially in Boston?
Well, the article mentions this one case study about a local courier in Boston. They played a huge role in helping a major hospital streamline their lab operations.
Okay, I'm intrigued. How'd they do that?
So by offering these regular scheduled deliveries, they help the hospital get rid of those bottlenecks in sample processing. You know, those backups that happen when things pile up.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
And that meant the hospital could use their lab resources way more efficiently.
Smart. So it's not just about delivering things, it's about being a partner, helping these healthcare providers run things better.
Exactly. And that kind of partnership isn't just limited to hospitals either. The article also talks about how local couriers are helping biotech companies speed up their research and development timelines.
Oh, wow. So they're impacting the future of medicine, too.
Absolutely. Like, they'll do on-demand pickups and deliveries for those time-sensitive experiments, so the researchers don't have to worry about delays and stuff.
It's crazy how these, logistical services are actually helping to push the boundaries of science and medicine.
They're unsung heroes, for sure. And it's not just hospitals and biotech firms either. The article talks about how important they are for vet clinics, too, especially when it comes to speed and handling those special samples.
Right, because our furry friends need good health care, too.
Exactly. Like, imagine a vet needs to send a sample to a lab to figure out what's wrong with a pet. The faster that sample gets there, the faster the vet can figure out a treatment plan.
It's true. Those local couriers could be lifesavers, literally for our pets, too.
No doubt about it. They're a vital part of the healthcare ecosystem in more ways than we realize.
It really makes you think. We often take these behind-the-scenes services for granted, but they're playing such a crucial role.
Totally. They're the unsung heroes, keeping things moving, making sure healthcare happens smoothly and efficiently. And, as technology keeps advancing, their role is probably going to become even more important. Remember we were talking about those advancements earlier, like AI drones, all those new cooling systems.
Yeah, it's like we're about to enter this whole new world of medical deliveries.
Yeah.
What do you think is the most exciting thing on the horizon?
That's a tough one. There are so many possibilities, but I think personalized medicine relying on these super efficient networks is pretty fascinating. Imagine patient-specific treatments or gene therapies being delivered right to your door, just hours after being developed.
That's mind-blowing. I mean, the impact on healthcare could be huge. But even with all these advancements, it seems like the basic things about these local medical courier services, like their reliability, speed, personalized service, those things will always be the most important, right?
Definitely. Technology can make them better, but it's those core values that really set them apart and make them such valuable partners in healthcare and research.
And that human touch,
Yeah.
that's going to be important too, even as technology keeps getting better. It's about building relationships, understanding what each client needs and going above and beyond to make sure every delivery is handled with care and attention.
Couldn't agree more. And the article talks about something else that's pretty cool, the idea of using drones for medical deliveries. It's getting a lot of attention.
It does sound futuristic. I mean, imagine drones just flying over traffic, delivering important medical supplies in a fraction of the time.
Yeah.
It could totally change how we do emergency deliveries.
And it's not just about speed either. Drones could also reach places that are hard to get to by car, like rural areas, or places hit by disasters. They could be a real lifeline when traditional transportation just can't get through.
It's a great example of how technology can make healthcare more accessible and even save lives. But obviously there are still some hurdles to overcome before we see drones everywhere, right? Like safety regulations, public acceptance, that kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely. There are definitely concerns about things like air traffic control, privacy accidents. We need good planning, strong regulations, and we need to talk to communities to make sure drone deliveries are done responsibly and safely.
It's a complex issue for sure, but it has so much potential. It's exciting to think that these local medical courier services could be leading this technological revolution, shaping the future of healthcare logistics.
Definitely something to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
As technology keeps developing, we're going to see even more creative solutions pop up the line between those traditional courier services, and all this cutting-edge technology is going to get blurrier and blurrier.
It makes you wonder what else might be just around the corner. What could really shake things up in the medical courier world?
Well, one area that's super interesting is the development of self-driving vehicles. Imagine a whole fleet of self-driving cars or vans just smoothly navigating the city, delivering medical supplies with precision and efficiency.
That sounds straight out of science fiction.
I know, right? But it's not as crazy as it seems. We're already seeing huge progress with self-driving technology. It's only a matter of time before it starts impacting industries like medical couriers.
And it's not just about getting rid of human drivers, right? Those autonomous vehicles could optimize routes, save fuel, make things safer. They could even work together with drones to create this incredibly seamless and efficient network.
Exactly. The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing. But even with all that coming down the line, it's good to know that those core values of these local medical courier services, speed, reliability, personalized service, those things will always be front and center.
Absolutely. Technology can make them better, but it's their commitment to those values that makes them stand out and makes them such important partners in healthcare and research.
Well said. And, the article also highlights something really important, the need to transport biospecimens securely and in a way that follows all the rules.
Yeah.
It mentions how these local medical couriers know all about those regulations like HIPAA, OSHA, DOT.
Right. They understand how important their job is and how important it is to protect sensitive information.
Mm-hmm.
And they handle potentially dangerous stuff with so much care. It really shows their professionalism and how committed they are to doing things the right way.
Exactly. It's a real partnership based on trust and everyone understanding how important their role is in the bigger healthcare picture.
And that partnership is only going to get stronger as we head towards 2025 and beyond. With the biotech industry growing, the demand for personalized medicine increasing, and new technologies popping up all the time, the role of those local medical couriers will only become more important, more complex.
It's a really fascinating field to watch. I can't wait to see how they keep innovating and adapting to meet the changing needs of healthcare and research. And let's not forget the positive impact they have on the local economy.
It's true. When we support local businesses, we're not just investing in efficient medical deliveries. We're investing in the strength and health of our communities. It's a win-win for everyone.
Absolutely. It reminds us that even in a super high-tech industry like healthcare, the human element and that local connection are still so important.
Such a great point. We've covered a lot today, from the current benefits of local medical courier services to all the exciting things that are on the horizon.
So now the question is, what does all this mean for you? Why should you care about all the details of local medical courier services?
Yeah, that's the big question, right?
Mm-hmm.
It might seem like a niche topic, but it really does affect all of our lives in ways we might not even realize.
It's true. Think about it. Faster. More reliable lab results mean you get diagnosed and treated faster. Advancements in research made possible by efficiently transporting specimens could lead to breakthroughs in treating diseases that affect you or someone you love.
And it's not just us, even our pets benefit. If your vet can get those test results back quicker thanks to a local courier, that means your furry friend gets the care they need faster. It's like these services have this ripple effect. They touch so many parts of the healthcare system.
And we can't forget about the local economy either, right? Supporting local businesses creates jobs and helps our communities thrive. So when we choose local couriers, it's a win-win for everyone.
It's not just about logistics then. It's about doing things the right way. Investing in a healthcare system that's efficient and responsive and ethical.
Absolutely. And as we look to the future, those local couriers are going to become even more important, especially with all the advancements in personalized medicine and gene therapy.
I know, it's pretty wild to imagine, right? Like a future where you get specialized treatments or gene therapies delivered to your doorstep just hours after they're developed. All thanks to these super fast and precise local medical couriers.
It really shows how these services are going way beyond just being couriers. They're becoming essential partners in shaping the future of healthcare.
But even without looking too far ahead, we should really take a moment to appreciate the incredible work they're doing right now. They're the ones quietly making sure our healthcare system runs smoothly and efficiently.
They're the unsung heroes, for sure, connecting the dots between healthcare providers, researchers, and patients.
So the next time you're in Boston and you see a medical courier rushing by, just remember the important role they play in all our lives.
You never know, they might be delivering something that leads to a faster diagnosis, a groundbreaking discovery, or even a life-saving treatment.
Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into the world of local medical courier services. If you're interested in learning more, be sure to check out the full article. We've got the link for you in the show notes.
It's a fascinating field, and it's evolving so rapidly. Who knows what amazing innovations are just around the corner.
And on that note, that's it for this episode of The Deep Dive. We'll see you next time for another deep dive into a topic that's shaping our world.
Until then, keep exploring, stay curious, and keep asking those big questions.